brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This one taken just inside the 10. Able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield dancing to his left. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Ride me something too, Charlie.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Throwing, Mayfield. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. This, the 2nd meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. That catch good for only a couple. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones.
And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
40-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop it short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Play action now. Here's Mayfield rolling to his right. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Second and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Ugo Amadi there to knock that one away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Wilson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action with Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But it'll be 2nd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 40-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Aldrick Rosas on for the extra point.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Mayfield. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Now a throw here, hauled in.
A nice throw there by Mayfield, a guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
Well, the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player that sometimes he comes up really hyped up and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set, and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams, and it's 3rd and 5. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second and 5 now. Wilson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Touchdown! Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Rosas now to kick this one away.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On 2nd and inches, Mayfield. First target, first catch, and a first down. Mayfield looks to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. The left side completion to Jones. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Steps away. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Wilson.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Following the interception, Mayfield.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Aaron Jones
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. He finds his target, Ebron. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Kiki QT as the first half is winding down.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a prime example of the danger that Baker Mayfield presents when he's able to get outside of the pocket.
And we see many quarterbacks do this in the league. A lot of them have that good mobility, but we see them, they're more like striders, right? There's a smoothness to them. When I watch Baker Mayfield, everything is sharp, hard, aggressive, and he turns it into a big-time shot downfield in a monster play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And some room to maneuver. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the 27, Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you?
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On first down, Sanders. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Cowboys 16. Albert Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked there by Nick Nelson.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Second down, back to Sanders.
3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Let's go now.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Chris Carson, 84 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
It'll be Carson. They run for it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
They go play action now. Wilson.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, it's Sanders.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Play action. Now Wilson. Lets it fly for Thielen.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
a carry for Sanders. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. On 1st down, Wilson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
The extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
First down, Mayfield. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A first down throw for Mayfield. This one swung out here to Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. On 1st and 10, Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Pat Freiermuth, the intended target.
And it's 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield rolling to his right.
Right back to Freiermuth, complete this time.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Now Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield drops it to Jones in the flat. Touchdown! Aaron Jones with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
131 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Sanders, a 1st down, still going. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mayfield to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Another run here with Sanders. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Ebron caught left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll run with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We can't be totally sure that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Throwing now is Wilson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Rosas' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Come on, time to play!
Good job. Good job.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Washington, a win will come too late to save a losing season, but they do move to 6-9 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.